Hi guys, this is Sliver here, and I'm very excited to make this video about the Holy Grail of Diablo for farming. I call it the Holy Grail because you can farm an infinite amount of runes, an infinite amount of boss materials, Obducite, Ancestral items, and even an infinite amount of Mythic unique items with this farm. Now you might be thinking, what kind of crazy clickbait is this? But I can assure you this exists, I have tried it, and you can continuously farm these items over and over again, just a little bit of consistency is missing. And now I will show you the steps of the Holy Grail farm, and since they're not difficult or complicated at all, you can try your luck yourself. Let's go. First, go to the Kurast Undercity Brazier and decide what you want to farm and use the appropriate tribute. So if you want to farm Obducite or Ancestral uniques or Mythic uniques, you can use the appropriate tribute to that. You will notice that I'm not wearing all of my gear pieces, and that is because I will have to die during this Kurast Undercity run, and this makes it easier with less health, and I also removed some protection gems from my jewelry. This will depend on your character what you want to equip and unequip. However, you cannot unequip or equip things while inside the Kurast Undercity. You have to do that first. Then go into the Kurast Undercity itself and make sure that you are in the Caves district. You can tell which district you are in by looking at the text on the upper right corner of the screen. There are a total of 3 districts that you can get, and there's a 33% chance of you getting the right one, the Caves district. If you get a wrong district, you can just teleport out and start the process all over again, or if you want, you can finish the district that you got first and then try again and try to get the Caves district. Once you are in the Cave district, do the whole Kurast Undercity run normally, so max out the blue bar, do the shrines, kill enemies, etc, etc, do everything as you would normally, and arrive at the boss. And now this is the interesting part. What you want to do is start the boss fight and then damage the boss and die a little bit earlier, a few seconds earlier than the boss dies. So your character should die a few seconds before the boss dies. And the reason we're choosing this Caves district is because this boss has a constant swirling AoE damage around him. So when you see the boss go low, then you should start getting out into this swirling AoE and position yourself and damage the boss so that you die a few seconds earlier, few seconds before than the boss dies. If you've done it correctly, then you will be teleported out of the boss room, but because the boss died, there will be loot on the floor of the boss room, but because you died, you will be teleported out and reset the boss. This means that you can once again get into the boss fight the boss, and get loot once again. And theoretically, you can do this an infinite amount of times. You can get an infinite amount of loot from the chest and reset the boss similarly to this over and over and over again. And if you've used a Mythic unique tribute, then you should get multiple Mythic uniques. If you've used a rune tribute, then you should get multiple bosses worth of runes, and so on and so on and so on. Now, as I said at the beginning, this farm is possible, as you just saw me demonstrating it with my rogue. I didn't cut anything, this is how it happened. However, there's a lack of consistency of killing the boss like this multiple times over and over again. It is very difficult to time your character's death and the boss's death at the correct appropriate time. That's why we lack consistency. However, I believe that it's possible to find the exact class and exact spec that should be able to consistently farm this boss. And this is the Holy Grail farm that I wanted to share with you. And if you try it out, or if you have any suggestions as to which character should people try this on and which build should they use, then feel free to let me know in the comments. Otherwise, if you had fun watching this video, I sure as hell had fun making it, then feel free to comment, like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks!